I'm going to show you how to set up a walking routine that will easily help you lose weight, boost your metabolism and increase your cardio. But more importantly, it'll fit right into your busy schedule. The goals of the things that I'm going to take you through are 1. To make it easy for you to understand how walking can help you lose weight, and 2. It'll make it easy to fit into your schedule. Let's crack on. What's up everybody? It's Jay here from Bearded Iron. When people try to lose weight, they often do way too much, way too soon. They'll sign up to the gym, cut their calories way down and start trying to run 5k every day. If you go down that road, you'll hit the inevitable burnout. The best and easiest way to start dropping the pounds is to pick one habit and concentrate on that to begin with. For me, the best habit to begin with is walking. But simply walking backwards and forwards to the fridge 5 times a day isn't going to cut it. We have to be very strategic with our walking to ensure that we get the most out of it. So I'm going to share with you some practical tips that you can use to build your own walking routine and really make this a part of your own lifestyle when you want to lose weight and keep it off. If you want to learn how to lose weight, drop fat, build muscle and all other fitness related stuff, start now by subscribing and clicking the bell so that you don't miss anything. If you're a subscriber to this channel, then you know that I'm a massive advocate for walking. But you need to be aware that to see the best results from walking requires you to manage your nutrition. I'm not saying go on a strict diet, but just be a little more careful with what you eat. As always, if you have any questions, stick it in the comments below or drop me a message over on Instagram and I'll help out where I can. So the first thing that you need to do is grab yourself a pedometer. This can either be a cheap nasty thing off Amazon for a few quid, or you can do what most do, and what I'm going to recommend is going down the smartwatch avenue. In the past I've used Samsung smartwatches, but I couldn't get Samsung Health to sync correctly with the other apps that I use, so now I use this. This is a Fitbit Versa 3 and it tracks my steps, heart rate, sleeping patterns and loads of other stuff. So once you're set up and tracking your steps, it's time to implement a plan. If you're overweight, hitting 10k on your very first day probably isn't a good idea. You'll end up with knee pain, hip pain and probably ankle pain. We need to slowly ramp up. So what I recommend is that you wear the watch and just go about your normal day. This will give you a baseline. So if on day 1 you go to work, walk to the canteen, walk to the car and then come back home and sit in front of the TV, you might hit 2,000 steps on that day. So that is our baseline, 2,000 steps. So tomorrow, we're going to add 500 steps to that. So that may mean we now need to park a little bit further from the building or go for a quick walk on our lunch break. Then the day after that, we're going to add another 500 steps, and then another, and then another. With this strategy, it's going to take 2 to 3 weeks until we hit that 10,000 step goal. But our bodies will have adequate time to adapt. Once we've hit this 10,000 step goal, we're now going to increase the intensity. This means taking the stairs more or going for a walk outside. Walking outside burns more calories due to the different terrain. You know, are we walking up a hill or are we hiking over rocks or climbing over fallen trees? Something as simple as walking up a hill will increase the effectiveness of our walking strategy massively. It burns more calories and it also increases the stamina of our leg muscles. And if you really want to bake this into your routine, it's best to not just think about going for a walk. For me, for example, I listen to podcasts. So realistically, if I skip my walk, I'm losing out on something that I enjoy. I'm missing out on my fitness education, which is what I'm listening to 9 times out of 10. If you're not interested in podcasts, then make it a family event. Take the entire family out with you and get some fresh air. The aim of this strategy is to find as many walking opportunities as you possibly can. You know, do you need to buy some milk? Walk to the shop. Post a letter? Walk to the post box. As I mentioned earlier, you can park further away from the office, or even better, if you work close enough, walk to work. Then I'll use my full 45-minute lunch break to get some steps in. Not only does this break the day up, but it allows me to go walk in the sun. Anyone who lives in the UK knows that we can't wait an opportunity to walk in the sun. It's very rare that it's actually out. If you use this strategy to increase your activity levels, then you should start seeing the weight drop off. But getting more exercise is only one aspect of weight loss. If you would like to continue in your weight loss journey, then you're going to want to watch this next video. Let me know how you get on. Bearded Iron out.